Greetings, y'all. I am Ange, the bearded lady from the Hairy Game Lords, and we have been playing tonight this Zorro, the dice game from Pull the Pin. Boom! So this is a 2 to 6 player game, and as the title refers to, it's a dice game. With brilliant artwork on the cards, fantastic. I'll let somebody else explain what you have to do. But I really enjoyed this game. It's a brilliant little filler, lots of back and forth, and you are fighting against scoundrels and then villains, and then it all comes down to the big showdown at the end, the big duel between those that have managed to beat the villain. They then have to duel to find out who will be masked as the next Zorro.
Pete here, the Hipster King. We've been playing Zorro the dice game this evening. Absolutely loved it. Possibly because I won. Spoiler alert. Dead simple game, using the kind of Yahtzee mechanic. So you would get 3 rolls and you're able to collect and hold the dice that you want, keeping those. And basically what you have to do is before you start your turn, you choose one of these heroic feat cards. There are 4 different colours that you can choose from: red, blue, orange and yellow, I think. And you have to place your pawn on there, and you have to get then, in this case, 2 green and 2 yellow rolls. Dead easy, I guess. Or you'd have thought, but not always as easy as that. If you're successful and you take this heroic feat, underneath that is some common equipment, and they've got various different cards that augment what you've already got. So you can get an extra charm, so you get 1 additional roll there if you take the hat. If you take the cape, you get to dash, you get 1 extra dice, 1 additional dice to score towards. And they've got re-rolls and various other things. And basically you go around the table, and once somebody gets 2 heroic feats from the set of the same colour, you get to have a go at fighting one of the scoundrels, which is sort of the lower level of villain. I'll stop there and I'll let somebody take over in terms of what happens once you fight a scoundrel.
So when you have done 2 of the same colour, you will unlock yourself a dice. So you can use that extra dice when you're rolling away. And we haven't got a red one out, but here's a yellow one. Scoundrels pop up. Wait, that's the villain. Scoundrels pop up, and then each person in the team, or kind of team, has a go at destroying this person if they manage to successfully do the prerequisites on that card. And there's a little bit of a challenge as well. Then they will get one of the legendary equipment. I mean, premium stuff here, isn't it? Serious. So you could actually get a mask in this game. A mask. And that will give you a distinct advantage over future challenges. And once somebody manages to get 3 of the same colour, which we didn't think was going to happen, but actually did happen, they get themselves a 2nd of the same colour, and they face the villain. The villain signals the end of the game and is a lot harder. Wait a second, that's the scoundrel. Here's the villain. The villain is significantly harder, with an even harder challenge on him. And anybody who survives stays standing in the middle of the table. Not literally standing on the table. Their pawn represents them. They stand in the middle of the table. Otherwise, you get tipped over sideways. And you go around the circle of players. Anyone who's still standing will have a duel to the death, in my opinion, and you basically are rolling straight up against each other to see how many swords you can get. The person who gets the most swords at the end is the Zorro, and they can put a Z in the enemy's corpse. And that's the way the game ends. Wait a second, Zorro was a hero. He didn't murder people apart from bad guys.
Okay, so I didn't win, but the premise of the game is pretty much like the movie Zorro, where Antonio Banderas was being trained to replace Anthony Hopkins, Zorro. So you are at Zorro training school, really. So there's a group of you all learning to fight, and you take on the villains, blah, blah, blah. Along the way, you can ask for help to get your equipment cards to help get you better abilities, therefore to carry on the next fight. My mistake was I didn't, early on in the game, didn't take on help, so I was instantly a card down when it came to the end of the game for rolling to defeat the villain. So in future I would probably ask for help. I was pretty confident, roll the dice, that's the way it goes. But yeah, it's very interesting. Love the artwork. Very quick to play, considering that it looks a lot more complicated than it is. I would love to have this game in my collection.
Hi, Dave the Grey here. Now, these guys have all been referencing Antonio Banderas. Don't know who he is. I'm old. I grew up on the black and white Saturday morning serials. So, this is very much like that. You have lots of episodes. So here we have an unnecessary swinging entrance, subvert an extortion, concoct a remedy, and then at the end you get to fight the villains, and there's music, there's happiness, there's swinging around, zedding swords. It's all a lot of fun. That's all I can say. Quick, pretty easy. Yeah, we had a lot of fun with this, and I'd quite happily play it again. Give it a try.
Oh, help, help, please somebody save me. Gregor here, hipster prince from Mini Hairy Game Lords. I've been playing the Zorro dice game by Pull the Pin Games. Carry on to find out more. This game is a really fun game. You should get this game. First off, I really like the artwork. This might not be one of your reasons, but I love the artwork. So absolutely, really fun game. Go and buy it off Kickstarter. Don't forget to subscribe.
Good. Find it. Mark it out as yours. Get involved.
Be the Zorro.
Or not. Your choice.
If you want it.
It's like a